Hello Libra, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me. This is Kathy from Divine Debut. This is your general and love reading for February of 2021. Thank you so much for being here and the love that you show me by liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. I will be doing separate love readings, particularly for love. So look out for those for the month of February. Let's see what's going on generally and what are the energies that are playing out for you. We are going to have a Mercury retrograde in the month of February, so it's going to be more so doing the work that needs to be done in old situations, past situations, people coming back from the past to redirect your life, fix things, close doors, open new doors. We need to make the space to open a new door though, don't we? So let's see what's going on for Libra, please, Spirit. Libra, generally, and in love. Thank you. I'm doing my divine spread. And at the foundation, we have the Queen of Pentacles. What is hidden from you is the moon. Double hidden matters. Recent past, we've got the World card. In the now position, we have the Ten of Swords. Wow, Libra. Wow. There's been an ending here. There's been deception. What's crowning you? We have the Two of Swords. So you're in two minds about a door that needs to be closed. Things are very unknown for you right now. You may be dealing with fear in relation to money matters, a matter regarding a mother, motherhood, a business. What about the action and advice? We've got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is an offer coming through. Usually the Knight of Cups is not someone that's very decisive about moving forward because there is a lot of emotion connected to this offer. Remember, cups can also mean creativity as well. Anyway, this looks like a water sign, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What is the outcome for Libra? And we've got the Emperor. And the Emperor I do see as very positive here, as the Emperor can bring you something stable, something secure. Now, it's interesting that the Emperor and the Knight of Cups are usually not the same person. But the Knight of Cups is also an action that's taken. It's in the action and advice anyway. Knights are all about taking action. So it could be this Emperor that you're hoping. Some of you may have thought that there was no hope here, or that, you know, that this Emperor would come through with the offer. Or some of you are maybe leaving a situation in the past because you've got a choice. You've been backstabbed. You've been deceived. There's been unknown matters happening, and with the World card here in the recent past, this can also speak of closing a cycle. Let's see what Spirit has for you, Libra. And the Emperor can be Aries, Taurus, doesn't have to be. We've got the Hermit. Someone's looking for answers. They've gone within. They've done, you know, they've been searching for guidance, maybe trying to read between the lines, or just spiritually, this period of time where you're coming from is that you've grown spiritually. You've had a lot of issues. You're a cardinal sign. You've gone through a lot. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Five of Swords. And we have the Five of Cups. Not easy at all. Two fives mean that there are great changes happening here. Now, some of you don't want to be in a position of where you have to do the fighting, you have to make the decision. I do see a lot of conflict. It's like it's a no hope situation here, and that whichever decision is made, it's difficult in both ways, okay? Because the Five of Cups is like, I didn't want this to happen. And I feel that there is a sense of regrets here. Someone is regretting something that they've done, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't who did this to you, who stabbed you in the back. I feel that they're having second thoughts about this and regrets. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is needing to fight a battle, needing to put in that hard work, right? It's not easy. It's that you're up against so much. But you're still going to do whatever you're trying to create, whatever you're trying to manifest. You are very much about doing the work. Let's see. You know, the Seven of Wands can also speak of someone keeping you at bay, or that there hasn't been much hope in what you've been trying to produce, dear Libra. It's like you against the world. Some of you feel as though it's been you against the world. And I can tell you this, at this time, a lot of people feel the same. They feel exactly the same. And we have Black Moon Lilith. Not easy. Not easy at all. There's a mystery here. And we've got Gemini, I think. A lot of dark thoughts, fears, fearing the worst. I'm going to take more cards before I can tell you any more. Let's see what the Lenormand has. Because Black Moon Lilith could be a nasty mother, whether it's your mother or whether it's someone that you share children with, so your children's mother. I do feel that there is a lot of bad blood here. We've got the Death card. We've got the Cross, the Burden, and the Divine Feminine. A Divine Feminine, usually a very grounded female. If you're a Divine Feminine, then this is you. You've been going through this burden, through this transformation, a big, big change. If you're a Divine Masculine watching, then this is your Divine Feminine. Let's have a look. She's not the one who has done this. There's no way. She does not have that kind of a character. And we've got transition. The birds, and the birds, well, the storks, which usually bring the child. And I feel that the suffering of this Divine Feminine may have got a lot to do with children or transitioning phase that she's going through. And her beliefs have been rattled, and maybe even she's changed, she's transformed ways that she thought, or maybe she's breaking those old traditions and doing things differently. So she's going maybe against the beliefs of others. And I feel that there is a sense of clash, and she is dealing with karma. She's dealing with karmic issues of the past. A transformation needed to happen. I love the storks. They bring the child, they bring a transition, they bring change. Now, they can also mean transition, but also movement. Let me just put, I'm going to take some Mystic Moon Oracle and see what shows up there. And I feel that someone out there is getting someone who has got the experience. Could also be, the Hermit here. The Hermit here is, could be someone that's either a detective, or it could be a doctor, could be someone that works in the legal field as well. It is someone that's very wise. This is a professor, someone who can advise. Could also be a teacher. Now, with the Five of Swords, it's quite cutting, but Libra, you are air. So even though you're all about balance, there's an imbalance for you, and you are totally out of whack here. Not happy in this situation. But what the Five of Cups says to me here is that Spirit is telling you you need to leave the past and, just get over it and move past it. Let me just fix the lighting a little bit. because I know you can't see very well. Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah. So let's see what the Mystic Moon Oracles have to show you, to share with you. We have self-worth, reinvention, that's the Mercury retrograde for February, and we refocus, 2 cards. You're getting off that old beaten track and you're forging a new path, because your self-worth, your aura has been hounded. It's been annulled. It's been ripped away from you. It's gone dark. I feel someone's been using up all your energy. Okay, and I feel that this is not a healthy situation for you, and you need to refocus and reinvent your life. Look at that. Look at that. If that is not someone that, this would be an energy vampire, someone who's sucking the life out of you. Wow. Let's take one more card. Yeah, there it is. There's the third party. This is like the Devil card. Very Saturnian, very karmic, very, very karmic. I'm going to say someone here is probably recognizing that they've been, even though someone was very, because I do feel that someone, and I feel it's you, Libra, maybe you deceived your own self, thinking that someone, even though they were sort of like feeding off your energy, I feel that there was a very strong sexual connection here. One person, I feel that it was the divine feminine that was more trusting, okay, more trusting and more open, but I feel that you've been, someone's taken advantage of that. And with a third party here, obviously, this is not the person that would bring balance to your life. And I feel that this was quite a narcissistic connection, where maybe you felt that it was, could have been a twin flame or a soulmate connection, but I feel that there was deception around it, especially having the moon. We've got the moon in the hidden position. Now, the black moon Lilith was in mythology. She would have children. Her children would be taken away from her. So we've got a very angry divine feminine here. We've got a very difficult situation here. And Gemini is where the North Node is in transiting. So Gemini is all about needing to make a decision. Maybe your indecision has kept you too long where you haven't been happy. Your indecision has kept you there, but you're also being pushed to move to a new path. There are fated events that are going on here, and your life is trying to rebalance, okay? And this needs to happen, and you're going to do everything that is necessary for yourself to move away from whoever has been sucking the life out of you. Let's take some more cards here, because anyway, before I do that, let's have a look here, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles here, who is a mother. She's usually someone that's very stable, very dependable. She's very similar to this divine feminine. Now, this could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, doesn't have to be. But anyway, she is in the root of the reading here. So the distant past, someone that's there for everyone, someone that's wants something long-term, very stable, but in the hidden position with the moon, this is deception. This is things being dark, things being not right. There's been fear around hidden matters. That's how I see the moon. And remember that the moon the moon rules the 4th house, and the 4th house is the family. So there's been deception around a mother and a family. It could be the family that you've created or a mother of yours. So there is a cycle ending. The World card means this is the end. We've got another end card in the now, which is the Ten of Swords, which of course closes the cycle but turns into the Ace. So someone's using that Ace of Swords to sever ties with any deception of the past. And I feel that here, with the Two of Swords, it's like Libra, and if this is you, you're asking yourself, okay, what now? Where do I go from here? Because she's blindfolded, okay, and she doesn't have all the information that is necessary, that she needs. I do feel that there's strong intuition here. Look at all the purple. Look at all the purple and the blues here. You need to trust your intuition that wherever you're being pushed, and Gemini is all about doing your homework. It's learning the lessons, right? Geminis, they're ruled by the twin. They're the twins, and they're ruled by Mercury. So Mercury retrograding in the sign of Aquarius, which Aquarius is the higher mind. It's using that higher mind, that intelligence. But it's also, there's going to be so much Aquarian energy, and Mercury likes to be there. So it's going to bring up things that will give us clarity. Okay? And remember that Aquarius is also friendships, groups, and associations. So if you are closing the door on a past difficult connection, Knight of Cups is in the action and advice, which can be an offer of love or any sort of an offer. He holds the Ace of Cups, which the Ace of Cups can be a new beginning. Doesn't have to be only love. It could be business, where a business ends. It's that time to end. There's a third party here, and the third party, well, you know, puts you off kilter. Whether it's family, whether it's anyone surrounding business. Remember that the bound card here, someone's holding you hostage. There is a sense of being held hostage. That could have to do with world matters as well, if this is business. Remember that the bound card is very similar to Saturn. So Saturn is very karmic, and it's also about timing. So let's take some more cards here and see what's going on. As we've got the Emperor here. The Emperor can be good, but he can also be quite challenging. We've got the Three of Cups that just opened up here. Three of Cups can be a third person in the situation. So a love triangle, third party. Three of Cups can also speak of a reconciliation for those of you that were hoping that even though there was, and I'm going to say this could be a situation that the third party it was your husband's, your mother-in-law, let's say, and you're hoping that that chapter has ended. Not everyone will be separating here, okay? Let's see what this Queen of Pentacles is all about. We've got the Ace of Cups, and we have the Two of Wands. So a new door opening or a choice that needed to be made, a decision. Let's see what's in the hidden. We have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, feeling bound from difficult thoughts, your perception of not knowing, that's kept you imprisoned in a sense. And we've got the Hierophant here, which can mean a marriage, can mean traditions that are holding you back, maybe even religion. Let's look at the World card. We have the King of Wands, which can also be the Emperor. And we've got the Two of Swords again. Wow, Two of Swords twice. Let's go to that Ten of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups, two tens, a Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. And we have the Hanging Man. Someone was waiting for this ending. Someone wanted this ending, I'm going to say. Maybe someone wanted to be released from too much sacrifice, or maybe even a clandestine connection. It could go either way, whether you're the third person or whether you are dealing with someone that stepped out of your connection, your marriage. Okay, let's have a look at that Two of Swords, because wow, there's the Tower, And the Tower says someone was not able to make a decision, therefore the Tower comes through to bring them the necessary shift. And it may have been quite difficult. Now the Tower and the Six of Wands. Six of Wands can mean ego, but it can also mean the Tower will bring you success. Even though it can be quite challenging, it will get you to a point of balance. Remember, Six of Wands is usually my Leo card, and Leo likes to show off. You know, they've got that pride, and they like to show. They're very generous. Don't get me wrong. I love Leo people, but sometimes they can have a little bit of vanity, which comes along with the sun, right? They're the sun. They bring the clarity, they bring the warmth, they bring the love. So sometimes they can be a bit prideful. We have the King of Swords, so we've got a couple of kings here. The Emperor can be just an energy for others of you. It could be a father. So we've got a King of Swords, which could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Usually it's my Aquarius card. And we've got the King of Wands. Now, fire and air could be the same person, I'm going to say. King of Wands and King of Swords. Let's see, because I feel these are two different people. And we've got the Judgment card. Wow, and the Judgment is another chance being given here, and the news comes through with this King of Swords. There is another chance for you, dear Libra. There is another chance, whether this is the same person, because you know the Tower can be a shift as well, or an epiphany, an awakening that you, and even the Spirit helping you make the right decision, which can bring the success here. And remember that the Hanging Man is sort of like no movement, because this is the Ten of Swords is the darkest before the dawn, right? So it's like a restart happening in the now. Oh, that scared me. A restart happening, and that this could be happening in the time of Mercury retrograde. So a bit of a hold up. But what comes after that Ten of Swords is the Ten of Cups, which means that a cycle, yes, ends finally. Someone's happy about a new chapter starting. And there is help from Spirit here. Let's have a look at this Emperor. Let's have a look at the Emperor, because I do pay a lot of attention to the Lenormand, which shows the storks bringing the child. There's a transition, a new home. A new dawn is breaking. Let's look at the Emperor. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is usually my Capricorn card, and many times I do see the Emperor as Capricorn energy, where someone's looking at, you know, the work they've got to do or what they've built, or they are conflicted. Sevens are conflict, but sevens are also divine help for me. So the Emperor could be a very important person that comes into your life to help you move along, or someone that maybe you've been investing time and energy into for quite some time. This could be someone that's quite influential as well. And we've got the Knight of Cups again, so it is the Knight of Cups. The Emperor is the Knight of Cups. So someone has been thinking of taking the next step, a very important step. The Emperor is a very big step, right? Let's look at the position of the Divine here with the Hermit, Five of Swords. We've got the Queen of Swords, King of Swords and Queen of Swords. And we've got the King of Cups. How many kings and queens do we have? Wow, like, we have 3 kings, an emperor, and 2 knights. We've got the Knight of Cups twice, so this emperor could also have strong water in their chart, and it could be Scorpio as well. What I see here is the King of Cups. He's got an open heart. He's ready to offer his cup. So what I see, For most of you, this is someone else, obviously. Why? Because with the Five of Cups here, it says that, and the Five of Swords, which usually shows three people in the story, and the Five of Cups, it says, dear Libra, it's time to move on. Leave those cups that were spilt. If there's been a third party, it's time to close the door on that. It's time to move towards your North Node and close that difficult chapter of yours. Close that difficult chapter and leave it in the past. Now, the Queen of Swords holds that sixth sword, dear Libra, and this is your energy. You're moving on and leaving conflict in the past. Okay, you've been the Hermit for how long? You've been waiting. You've been waiting for, think of the King of Cups here. He holds the sixth cup. So you were in the wrong place, I believe. And as you can see here with these two cards, it's saying that Spirit is putting you now on the right path and in the right place. Here is the Ace of Cups. So this change has begun from the past, but you needed to go through the notions, the emotions. You needed to go through this so that you know that it was well worth, it will be well worth. Remember, King of Cups in the divine position. You've got the Ace of Cups here and the King of Cups is here. But you need to go through the lessons. You needed to transition. Your life needed to go through this journey so that you could let go of things that were burdening you. It was fated. It was fated. And also matters of your beliefs, your decisions, the way you thought, the way you perceived things. And I've seen people going through a Black Moon Lilith transit where they lose themselves totally. It's either you having gone through that, which is more than likely, or it's someone else. I think mostly it's most of you have gone through this. Now, King of Wands here. King of Wands as an energy, someone that takes action. King of Wands is usually also driven by their passion, by their sexuality, okay? And maybe matters of intimacy have put someone in two minds. Two of Swords here is like, I don't know what to do, okay? It feels as though the cycle has ended and some of you were just waiting on that ending. You're waiting on help from others, on the divine, from Spirit, whatever it was. Because I feel that you may have been dealing with someone that was someone that was using and abusing your beautiful nature. And your life needs to refocus. It's time to do that. Let's take a message from the Gaia Oracle. Remember what I was saying about the King of Swords being my Aquarius energy? I feel that that's got a lot to do with information or conversations happening with Mercury retrograde in the month of February, where you're going to be aided by Spirit. This is Archangel Michael here. All right, so there's going to be conversation, clarity that's going to happen. And we've got the Knight of Cups here and the King of Cups here. So I feel that the King of Swords could be another side to the King of Cups that could be coming forward and communicating and looking at things like doing the math, okay? Speaking the truth, using their higher mind, bringing in newness to a situation, or doing things in a very unexpected and radical way. So please, Spirit, for Libra. And we've got the Hierophant here, so you need to keep the faith on whatever has been happening. There are changes here. The Hierophant is also your beliefs with the cross here. Traditions. Traditions have been holding you back. Your beliefs, your family, your mother have been holding you back. You need to do the Gemini thing. Make a decision and move towards that. Communicate your truth. Be curious, ask questions. And finally, make that decision. Purification, water, emotional cleansing and rejuvenation. Beautiful. And purification also brings up the Virgo energy. Some of you may be on the cusp. You are showing up as the Hermit here. Let's look at number 32, which equals a 5. Changes are ahead of you. 32. And this card signifies healing and rejuvenation, which comes as a result of emotional cleansing. In the coming days, you may experience some emotional turmoil, deep feelings that you thought you had already dealt with or previously resolved, resurface seemingly out of nowhere. Do not be concerned, for a profound healing is taking place, and at the end of this process you will feel all the better for it. The lady featured on this card emerges from the deep waters of her emotions into the light of a new day. Emotionally cleansed and rejuvenated, she now is ready to move fully into her power, free of the emotional baggage that she previously carried. So the affirmation is, I allow all unresolved feelings to surface. I give thanks for the healing that is taking place. I am emotionally cleansed. I'm free of emotional baggage. I release all that no longer serves me. And I want to tell you also that the past couple of months, dear Libra, with Neptune in Pisces being squaring over to the nodes, so the nodes of the moon, right? North node in Gemini, south node in Sagittarius, which Sagittarius is all about beliefs. Gemini is where we should be heading. Neptune can be very much of an illusion with the square that's been going on. That's why we don't know what to believe anymore. And there's going to be a sudden illumination here with Mercury retrograding, and the nodes are now starting to move, so that deception, that illusion will be lifted. The rose-colored glasses will be coming off, so we will know, we will be able to see the truth and then move into the new direction, the fated direction that we are meant to go towards, right? Just having the refocus and the recognition and the reinvention, for me, the King of Cups, which could also be the Emperor, is practically someone new. Now, for others of you, this could be someone coming back from the past, because Mercury retrograde can bring soulmates or people from your childhood. Could be someone from a past lifetime if it's a twin flame connection. I don't have something like that here, speaking of a twin flame, but I do have the card of recognition, which is a very positive card. It's very similar to the Two of Cups. So let's take some love messages and see what's going on. Let's elope. Let's try again. I love you. That's the Ace of Cups. I'm moving on. I'm healing now, leaving the past. Six of Swords. With the help of Spirit, you will be moving on from anything that was not meant for you. Open your heart and talk truthfully to me. Talk to me. That's two aces here. So we've got an 8 here. Let's take one message about the truth, because this is the Ace of Swords, which we've got up here. The 10 of Swords turns into the Ace. I'm not in love with you. I have to be honest with you. And that's the 3 of Swords. Third party, 3 of Swords. That's probably why someone stepped out of the connection. And now here we've got an 11. An 11, yes. So we know that 11 can also, 11 is justice. It's the justice card. It's the card of Libra. So interesting that we've got a 10 swords right here, and we've got an Ace of Cups. Let's elope and let's try it again. So I don't know how it speaks personally to you, my darlings, but I will leave it there. New doors are opening for you. The light is being shone on your path. There's justice, dear Libra. I will leave you with that. I do hope that I've given you a little bit of clarity. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Sending you much love, much light. And look out for those love readings for February, specifically for love, okay? As here we've been talking about, well, depends on what we have, the cards we use, right? So there's been a lot about love, but where money issues are concerned, I truly feel that even money will be on the up for you, especially with the Seven of Pentacles here. And remember that this offer that's coming through could have a lot to do with a financial situation, a creative situation. And you are the Queen of Pentacles, and you hold that half of the home. You are very secure, especially holding that pentacle. Remember, she's the Queen of Pentacles, so she knows what's going on with her money situations. Things are changing, dear Libra. Everything is changing, and we need to go with it. So whatever the case is, the door is open and you're going through that new doorway. The magician says that you've got all the tools to make the magic in whichever situation you are placed in. All right. Thank you so much. Remember that a transition is never easy, but it is a very necessary one. So sending you lots of love, lots of light. Talk to you soon. Ta-da.